And welcome back to the Atlanta Falcons franchise rebuild. Here today will be the mid-season report. I think the first thing we'll go over is, of course, we do get Calvin Ridley and Matt back, but we're going to first go through the draft. I do have 200 points that I'll spend with you guys, but first I'm going to just show you guys, the draft. This is the first time you guys will be able to see it on YouTube. If you guys want to see more or less weekly updates of the draft class, come check out my live streams. I Twitch at Larrbearxd on Twitch. Stream every Tuesday with the Falcons, so come check it out. All live commentary usually, so hope to see you guys there. But the first positional group I started to look at was wide receiver, especially because, I don't know if we're going to keep Calvin Ridley. We have to make a decision on Ridley, as well as I don't know about how much longer Julio Jones will be on this team. So I found a couple good players I'm kind of interested in here with Miles Young here, 23 years old, 6'3", deep threat. We do have Braylon Cripps here, a slot receiver who's a mid-1 talent. I really, if we get a good slot receiver, that would help. Sheriff Duncan here, late 1, more of a physical receiver. I don't know how that would pair up with our other receivers, but very excited to see if we can target a wide receiver. We do have all of our picks with an extra 4th, and I started to look at the offensive line. Julian Goodwin here, probably right now the best offensive lineman I will be able to find. I'm considering an offensive lineman, especially because we do have a couple players' contracts are up, and we kind of just have to figure that out. Jake Matthews is not getting any younger, and we got to kind of start figuring that out. As Julian Young here, he is on my board, early second-round talent, another potential target for us. Defensively, I don't think I've really focused in just yet on the defense. So let's use these points here on... let's start looking at some cornerbacks here. We'll look at the top view, and then we'll quickly just go over them. So Jacoby Mersley, I believe that's how you'll pronounce his name. Good man coverage. I don't know, we're not a really man type of team. I play sometimes man, but not too often. Dion Beasley here. Man and zone coverage, so I'm probably more interested in Dion here. And Terrence Denard here, a late 1. He does have catching in his top 3, so I'm kind of interested in him there. But that's pretty much the draft so far. Really haven't gotten too many looks at the draft. So let's move on to some stats. So far through 7 weeks, Blake Rivers, 1,800 yards, 17 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. I don't think he's been playing awful. I don't think he's been playing elite football, but I think he's been playing better than he did last year. So far, 3 games with more than 1 interception, 2 games with more than 3, and then only 2 games with 0 interception. So we gotta have more 0 interception games. Absolutely, that's kind of on me. But I don't think he's been playing awful. I think he's been playing good. Starks here with 4.9 yards per carry. He's been playing fantastic, especially as a closer, playmaker for us. 5 touchdowns. He scored 3 times last week. Justin Jackson, I don't know if he's really replacing Wayne Gallman per se, but he's a good change of pace running back. I'm not really too upset with moving off of Gallman. Ito Smith has not been carrying the football as much as he did, I would say, last year. But in the receiving aspect, he's already going to break last year's probably in the next game. He'll probably break his touchdowns, and he's been a real important player to our passing game. He leads this team in receptions, yards, and he's tied right now with 3 touchdowns with everyone. Of course, with now Sean Kelly out, That does really hurt. Same with Ridley, but, you know, Dalton Schultz will be able to take over. Schultz so far, 1 reception. We'll get him to football too. But overall, I gotta start to see, you know, once we get Colombo back and Ridley, this, I think we will take off again. We've had it to play much more of a conservative offense without those couple players. In terms of the offensive line, no concerns there. We really haven't to worry about that part of the team. Defensively, I think Al Reed, for starters, has replaced the other linebacker particularly fantastically. 5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and 2 turnovers. He's been playing great. Deion Jones, of course. And here's a surprise. Nate Waters has yet to deal with an injury. This is what he did his rookie year. In only 6 games, and so far 6.5 sacks in 7 games. I'm very impressed with Nate Waters and how he's been performing so far this year. He's had only 2 games with no sacks and 1 game really he did nothing in. But, you know, I like what I've seen so far from our first ever draft pick. And, of course, David Banks here, who's injured, but that's okay. We got to start to see more from pass rush, especially from John Franklin Myers. I don't know. Maybe we not put him in the interior. Kind of got to figure that out. And then in terms of turnovers, you know, Al Reed and AJ Terrell. You know, Terrell's playing on kind of both sides, from left corner on the outside to right corner. And he's been playing great on both sides. I'm very impressed with his development so far. We'll see if he will be able to get 2 more interceptions to pretty much break his career high. For kicking, hey, Matthew Wright has missed 1 extra point. I'm very happy turning to Matthew so far this year, so I'm happy there. And in terms of punt returns, I'm not really too concerned. So overall, not really upset at all with this team. We're 4-3 right now, 2nd place in the division. It looks like right now we should at least be a wild card team in this conference. So, you know, we're one of the better teams actually right now, especially that win over Seattle puts us in front of them. So that's fantastic. I did talk about contracts at the beginning of this episode here. And, you know, we have our 2 big ones in Calvin Ridley and Grady Jarrett. Both players I'm definitely wanting to re-sign, but I don't know when the right time is. Maybe we'll do that next time. I don't know just yet. We do have Carl Joseph, who's been an important player for our defense over the last 2 seasons. And it looks like we have enough money to do pretty much whatever we want. But I don't know if we want to keep, you know, Carl Joseph, Xavier Rhodes, Justin Jackson. I know I'm not going to keep a Dante Fowler, but, you know, I was actually considering trading him today. But with the injury to David Banks, I think it's important to keep Fowler for the time being. I don't think moving off of him is the right decision. And yeah, I think as of right now, we're just not going to make any signings just yet. I'll let you guys know when we make a signing, but yeah. So that's going to be the mid-season report here. I know these are kind of in-between types of episodes between games and stuff, but I do appreciate you guys watching this. Please leave a like, comment down below what you guys think that for the rest of the season for this team. We're 4-3 right now. We're very close. We're going to be playing against the Panthers next time, a very bad Carolina Panthers team. And hopefully we're going to be able to beat them. So, again, please leave a like. Again, thank you guys for consistently watching my YouTube channel. It really does mean a lot. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.